started playing football in 9th grade. I was too big to play Pop Warner. So when I started in 9th grade, it had an average season. My dad was my coach. It was cool. I started after I lost my second brother to gang violence in LA, and so I wanted to play football so I can have an outlet, and take my anger out on the field instead of the streets. I found out I had talent to play at the next level in the 11th grade. People knew it before, I guess, but it didn't hit me until my 11th grade year when college scouts started to come out, and I was just making plays everywhere, and I started getting letters, and that's when I knew it was real. I was like, man, I can go to college. But before that, I thought I'd be bagging groceries at Ralph's or something. I never thought about college, until my 11th grade year. I chose UCLA. I was a big fan of SC, but at the time they were just getting a lot of bandwagon guys, and I wanted to play against the best, and UCLA needed help. I'm the type of guy that I like building a foundation somewhere and being a part of that starting process. And I've never been to the Westwood area growing up, so marginalized. Like, you'll ask me where UCLA was before I went there, I'll tell you Pasadena because that's where the Rose Bowl is, but once I took a trip to UCLA, I just fell in love with the environment and the campus, and it was like a home away from home. Like, it wasn't far, but it was just in the hood, as they say. It's a street called Rodeo, but in Westwood, it's Rodeo Drive. So I thought that was hella weird, and so that's why I chose to go there.
All the attention the defense has put on him, and you get a look at big Brian Price holding the point of attack there. It is big to keep it to a 2-score game. Number 92, Price, showing why he is
right there. Third guy up from the bottom. You're going to see him just bust into the backfield. They can't double team him, and he's the one that causes that fumble on Joe McKnight. Joe McKnight's been stronger running inside this season, less fumble.
First brother Eddie got killed when I was in 3rd grade. He was walking this female to the bus stop because these guys were harassing her. And once he got there, the guys that were following her were looking for my brother as well, and they shot both of them. She ended up living, but they killed him. And then Damon, he got killed when I was in the 8th grade. His best friend shot him in the head while he was driving. Like, I was just always by myself and didn't want to talk or open up. That's what death does to you, I guess. I was just afraid to go outside because I didn't want to get murdered. It was kids my age I was getting killed, and like, I didn't want to be next, and so I didn't want to be a burden on my parents as well, and we were always going through a lot, so I told myself that I'd stay out of trouble and just do the right things. Third grade, when my first brother got killed, it hit me hard. I used to always sleep in my dad's football jersey, and I had always slept with a football. And I remember my mom and my dad coming into the room to tell me that my brother got killed, and I don't know, I just couldn't believe it. Like, everybody was crying and whatnot. And at a young age, I always tried to teach myself how to be a man, and just watching my father, like, he never showed emotion or whatever, never cried, so I thought a man should never cry or whatever, so I'll always fight back my tears so I wouldn't look weak in front of my sisters and my mom or whatever. And I can just remember, like, staring at my brother in the casket, and I, like, wanted to cry so bad, but I didn't. And that right there was like a big mistake on my part, because you gotta grieve, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta let it out. That's the only way you get better. And me not grieving, like, I became bitter and angry. But the way that I took my anger out was sports. But before that, I remember the funeral when I was in 3rd grade. I didn't go to the funeral because I didn't like being around that stuff, you know. And it hurt. It really hurts. It changes you, you know what I mean? Like, you become something different. But if you don't grieve, you become consumed with anger, you know what I mean? Like, everybody have different personalities in life, but once you lose somebody you love, you become one way the whole time, you know what I mean? And for me, I became angry like all day, every day, and until I started playing football, and I just started to feel better, you know what I mean? Just releasing it. I used to draw a lot. You just gotta have a way to release it, you know what I mean?
8:15. This is Neely. Outside, guess who's got it? Price.
This works 3rd down and 3. And he's in trouble right now, and down he goes. And that was Brian Price all the way. He just overwhelmed the offense.
Here he is right over the right guard. He's going to beat Jock McClendon, and just quickness and strength right up the middle. When the quarterback gets pressure right in his face, there's nothing you can do.
Nope.
You can avoid it if it's on the outside, but right up the middle is tough.
And watch how quick he is off the football. I mean, he just flat drives.
And he's going to play this series right here. Watch him run down the 5'5", 176-pound Brown. I mean, that's here he is before the game without his